It means you're losing less of it. Also, no, I don't know. I don't remember why there's a massive stone here. All I know is that the welder was broken again, or not the welder, the grinder was broken last time, which made me think maybe I need to write a simple script just to, like, I don't know, turn on some blinking red lights if it notices that, like, the piston head attached to the drills has gotten damaged beyond usefulness.
I see Nick's digger rig is still stuck in a hole.
Oh.
That's like the 4th time we've gotten a digger stuck in a hole.
Yeah.
Something tells me that non-flying diggers are not it.
My defense, it worked just fine until it ran out of fuel.
That's
Fair
not
enough.
a defense. It worked fine until it didn't.
There we go.
Oh, have you been messing with the whole welding arms at all, or?
This welder is on. That's concerning. The welding arm is just kind of sticking out in a random direction right now, and the welder is actually on. It's
Oh,
like,
that's
well,
not exactly settling.
Yeah, that's not a hazard at all.
PETA would like to, not PETA, OSHA would have to would like a word with you.
Yeah, exactly. There, I turned it off. But I'm thinking we might just dismantle this welder arm in favor of this, automated printing system. Which, I guess, Nick, if you're not doing anything currently, would you, want to help me build it? If you're not doing anything currently.
I think he's trying to do something with his digger thing here.
There we go.
I'm sorry, I was a bit focused on fueling this contraption.
Right. But yeah. So if you want to help me build this...
Lightning.
Right. If you want to help me build this new, like, printing system, basically we're just gonna get rid of this arm here and... I mean, and build what is literally just a bunch of welders on a stick. On, like, a piston that just...
And then inject C++ into it.
Actually, C sharp.
I mean C sharp. I knew what I was trying to say, but I said the wrong one.
Yep.
There's like 3 different C's, okay? Give me a break.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I know there's 4. There's C, there's C++, C++, and C sharp. That's right.
Is there actually a C plus around anymore?
It might have. I think it was a thing, but it might have been adapted into C++. I'm not sure. I don't know the history of that. It might be in this Linux Plus book I have over here, but I don't know. We'll see. Because it was going over like Linux history and how like C was the OG like communication language.
Right. But yeah, basically all we need for this thing is just at least the apparatus that I was using to test this script was basically just a tower that like a crane that just a tower of conveyor tubes that just goes up, makes a 180-degree turn at the top, points down, put a piston on the end of it, put a bunch of welders on the end of it, and then the thing just either moves up or down onto a blueprint. So, doesn't require any rotors or anything like that, just pistons and a welder and welders. Yeah.
So basically we want a welding box.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're thinking everything within this little space here would do?
Yeah, I'm thinking we could build it here. So, like, for instance, if we replaced these with actual, like, cargo or conveyor tubes, then the tower would just go up like this, over, and then the pistons would be placed pointing downwards, and welders attached to the end. At least that's the initial thought. But yeah, there's a few other things I'm gonna try to adjust to the code while you're doing that, so I'm gonna go do that real quick.
Currently using the beam blocks just to create, you know, the frame of the area.
Okay, fair enough.
And then just pipe stuff into the piston that goes up and down with just, again, the beam blocks serving as the barriers around the printing area.
Yeah, okay.
Did you hear that?
Hear what?
Something exploded.
I didn't hear anything explode. Was it lightning?
No, it just sounded like something exploded in that direction.
In which direction?
Just another day in Space Engineers. Something blew up. What was it? Space Engineers moment.
Yep. There's a random hole in the ground over here. I don't see anything. Yet.
Maybe I was just mistaken.
I mean, to be fair, I have heard just random explosions before in Space Engineers on this very world. Well, the prototype I made was tall enough to accommodate 2 pistons. But
So,
it doesn't
about
have
8?
to be. But yeah, well, yeah, I mean, taller the better, I guess.
I mean, we can have the printing area be 6 blocks tall and then just have an extra frame to hold the pistons up above it, I guess.
Maybe.
This is currently 6 blocks tall. Are we going to be printing anything that are going to need more than 6 blocks of clearance?
I'm printing anything that needs 6 blocks of clearance. I'm not sure. Like, at least for this current printer, I mean, the blueprint that I test printed with the system was, well, this blueprint, so...
Are we just going to be printing small ships with this?
I mean, it's... The system should be capable of, you know, building any size, you know, system. It's just a matter of how big do we want the printer itself.
I'm aware, that's why I'm asking you.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I mean, I kind of think, you know, maybe a little bit bigger, like maybe large enough to accommodate like a small large ship might be a good option, just being there as an option. But it'll definitely be primarily used for printing small ships. So
the script you made is essentially just a 3D printer, right?
yes, it basically pushes all the pistons and welders down until they literally can't move anymore, and then it slowly starts raising them up and welding the thing together as it goes.
Interesting. Oh, that's very smart because, yeah, extend it fully so they get as far as they can, then start welding. That way you're not, like, pushing into the ship while you're trying to heat weld.
Yeah.
Big brain John over here.
Okay. And I think I've successfully refactored this thing. Now I just have to build it and Let's see if it breaks. Ow. Okay, wow, that's
Ta-da!
that is a lot more elaborate than I was expecting.
This is me we're talking about.
Yes, I'm aware it's you. I should have expected it. My gosh. Okay then. Yeah. Cool. Well, I can go ahead and move this other projection out of the way so that it's not, you know, in the way of your construction project here.
Inventory full.
Are you using creative mode for this? If you are, I'm just curious as to why.
Only for the beam blocks.
Alright. Why, are they a pain to build or something?
Jetpack fuel.
I
Ah.
just realized my mic was muted, so even if I pushed to talk, it wouldn't work. Nice, Jake. Good job.
Let's get that out. This.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Hanium. I feel like we're gonna have to reposition where the where the control seat for the drill arm is located.
Yeah, it's looking that way.
It's currently there may or may not be a giant beam in front of it. You know, out of the corner of my eye, I saw that moving, and it triggered a slight amount of vertigo because I thought something big was falling over.
Dude, I hate that. Like, have you ever had that experience where, like, you like driving a car or something, or like riding a bike, and then you come to a stop, but like the car in front of you then immediately starts moving, so you think you're sliding forward? It's like the weirdest, trippy experience ever.
Right. I don't recall having that specific experience before, but I mean, I've had one similar to it.
It's trippy, dude.
Yeah. Ah, here we go.
Energy low.
Display and glass. Right.
Energy low.
Ah! Put it sideways. Okay. There we go. Cool. Why do I get the feeling I should have put this system maybe a little further away from the the control systems? That is a little horrifyingly close. I'll fix it.
It's got 1 block space away, so you're good.
Alright. Just feels slightly terrifying. And I know you're gonna complain at me because we don't have that stuff in this position. Inflation didn't have any things. Yep, okay.
We only need the 1 piston. The other one makes it go too far.
Okay.
So we'll just leave it there, I guess.
Right. Well, wouldn't we want to get rid of this extra piston then? Which, yeah, I mean, that would disconnect everything here. But, I mean, I can make this program can work with a single piston. I also designed it to work
I
with...
just have piston 2's distance max set for 0.
Okay, I'll just make sure to set the actual needed piston to the right group. Alright. You're not going to try to build this in survival, huh?
I kind of forgot to turn it off, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, why don't we at least put the welders on in survival?
That bit I understand. When it came to the conveyors, I started out in creative at first just to make sure I wasn't constantly grinding and placing them, just trying to figure out the exact size.
That's fair enough. Yeah.
And then I forgot.
I mean, obviously, it's fine if we use creative mode for a few things. It just becomes a problem if we start using it for too many things, then it kind of removes the point.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I'll, continue getting... Oh, gosh. Okay. Well, once we get those welders...
Imagine if this was nothing but grinders.
That would be excessively loud. And horrifying. In every way possible. Text and
Ta-da.
Hang on a moment. Ah, wrong. Nothing like looking to the right and just seeing a forest of welders. Oh man. I will help weld those in just a moment. I'm just trying to get the control panel set up.
I bet.
What's that?
I was gone and now I have returned.
Ah. Neato burrito.
Thanks, bud.
Did you see the forest of welders that Nick has made?
I'm looking at it in horror. That is a lot of welders.
That is what I say. A lot of welders.
That is what might refer to as quite a number of welders.
Okay.
It's literally just like a resin 3D printer. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
Which I have one of those, by the way. That's how I know.
Yeah. Oh, and you probably can't see it on Nick's screen, but where I'm currently standing is where the control console is, which happens to be like only a single block away from this forest of welders.
Super visible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that. That's so many freaking welders. Yeah, it's literally just a resin 3D printer. Make sure your build is within X by X, and then you're good.
Yeah.
Or, well, X by Z by Y, I guess.
Yeah. X by Z by Y by W.
Yeah, dude. W by A by S by D.
We have successfully built the world's first four-dimensional 3D printer. Or I guess it would be a 4D printer.
I mean, it would be the first four-dimensional thing, period. Regardless of whatever it was.
Never mind the fact that theoretically
I've expanded
speaking, if a
into the
four-dimensional
seventh
object
dimension.
existed in reality, that it would break reality.
Oh, it would be fine. I'm sure that wouldn't, like, break the laws of physics or anything. Okay. And that is where the correct off the track, ignore and resetting. Right. Pistons. Printer. Pistons. Printer. Welders. Printer. Outfits. And alright. If I recompile this, it will complain about something else. Yep. Getting mixed up in.
Shame.
That's the wrong button. I'm back. It was like exit stream.
How many times I've done that?
Yeah. But yeah, it was getting mixed up with the recording audio, so it's like, that really shouldn't be getting mixed up with the recording audio.
We don't want DMCA problems.
Yeah. Which is
Speaking of
why...
DMCA, as I was watching this guy's live stream as he was reacting to the 2003 Clone Wars animation for the first time. 10 minutes in, guess what happens?
Dims.
A good old mouse sent a cease and desist.
Right.
Disney moment.
Hardcore Disney moment.
Man, screw Disney.
Oh,
In this guy's Discord channel, not long after, one of the guys asked, "Who's worse, Disney or EA?" To which I simply responded, "Disney licensed Star Wars to EA."
Fine addition to add to my collection.
Exactly.
That's literally just Disney, is that quote.
Don't
Well, I mean, that's the
finish
meme I posted in response to Disney filing the copyright strike.
Welders. Okay. Don't finish any of the welders at the moment. I need to set them to a group. Welders. Printer. Welders. I have to save. There we go. Cool. Okay. Now I'm ready to start going around the edge and finish.
You know, you're gonna have to go under here at some point, right?
I'm stuck. Okay. There we go.
Is there a way to automate like refineries and assemblers? Like, so that script you made where you define what's missing, you could have it send that to the assemblers and refiners as that variable and have them make it? Is that a thing?
That's probably possible. I haven't looked into that, but it's probably possible.
Yeah, because in my mind, it's just like they're just constantly waiting to receive that input of X variable.
That's not a bad idea. Yep.
I mean, you can automate refineries by just having an automated sorter just whitelist what needs to go where, which will just automatically send materials to it.
Well, the point of this is to basically tell the refinery or the assembler specifically what to make. And have it queue that thing up.
I mean, literally just piggybacking off the script you already made.
Yeah. Yeah, I literally could do that. Yes.
So in that case, it's more of a priority list for refine this, this, or that.
Like, literally just have them always running with, like, a when true search for that variable, and then if, or actually if, if variable equals true, meaning it's received a value, then it runs a script of make the variable.
Yeah, obviously I know how to do the logic part of it. I just haven't looked into if it's
That's just me. That's just me talking out loud. I know you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm working it out in my brain and talking.
Okay, I heard that explosion too. Oh, you know what? I think I might have known what it was. I'm betting it was a one of those random drops from the sky. What are those called?
One of those unknown signals?
Yeah, those things. Yeah, those things. Looks like we just need
them things.
Yep. Those doohickeys.
Looks like Nick is almost done with all this stupid welding.
Well, I'm helping. Ah! Stuck. Okay. You know what? In theory, I could activate these welders and then have them start welding each other.
I was just gonna say that.
I want to get out from under there first, then.
Literally, I was
Yeah,
just gonna say.
obviously, if we don't get out from under there, it will kill us all.
You'll die so fast.
But we need to get enough of them at least functional.
You might want to. You might want to get out of there.
Wait, I can't move very fast if I'm crouching. Okay. There we go. Oh, did you actually press one of those buttons?
No, I
he
just went into the terminal, highlighted all the welders, turned them on and off.
Okay, good.
He did it a weird way. He highlighted all of them individually and then hit on instead of just toggling the block group. Made me sad.
I specifically made a block group for all of these
It was
things.
literally at the top. Printer welders. And I'm like, dude, just click that and hit on, bro.
Yeah.
I care not.
I'm gonna raise these things up a little bit.
Well, now they're all finished. Cool.
Because I need to check if they actually are. Although, to be fair, once this system starts, it will probably,
Oh, you know what, John? You could also, like, you could also append the refinery and refinery and assembler scripts to have it so that all buildable materials should have like a base reserve of like 500 or so, and when they dip below, they try and build to that.
Why do
Yeah.
all the buttons say run the printer?
Oh, it's because, they run the programming block, but, with different arguments. You don't actually see the arguments in the, when you hover over it. Which is why I put that on a specific button panel that had text.
Text moment.
The only one I see says reset ignore.
Yeah, it's like off center too.
What? I set the text all up. Let me check.
The only text we saw was on the far left button, and it's like says reset ignore, and it's like off center on the right.
That's weird. It looks fine on my end.
Maybe it's just a graphical glitch.
Yeah, probably. You might want to just, like, disconnect and
Reload.
reconnect real quick.
Look at the
It's fine.
Look at the beautiful monstrosity in front of us.
Okay.
It literally just looks like a welder version of his mega drill he made.
Low.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
My energy is low. Okay. Alright. Let's see if...
I can't wait to see Clark's reaction to that.
Yeah.
Permission to make
Fortunately,
Mega
he's not
Welder
gonna join us
2.0.
tonight. But, what?
Permission to make Mega Grinder 2.0.
Gosh. I mean, if you want to, nobody's gonna stop you. I mean, really,
What's
no
the
one will
Mega
even dare
Grinder?
try.
I went drill.
Oh, mega drill. Like he said, mega grinder, and I'm like, there's a mega grinder.
I mean, yeah, it's the same thing, but I stick grinders on it. Rotating pistons, the whole 9 yards.
Rotating... Oh, good gosh.
Death.
That sounds like just a machine of death.
I am become death.
I've become nothing but teeth.
Yeah, really.
Okay. Now I just need to set up in the middle of this.
This is a very sad station.
You don't say.
I say that being the bastard who updated this thing and broke it. It's a very sad station.
Rodor.
door.
Okay, and part. Also a small rotor part and a project. And a couple steel plates for good measure. Alright. Oop. Of course you put it upside down. Oh, it didn't put it upside down. It just looked like it did. Alright. Rotor. Attach. Turn angle 96 degrees.
187 degrees.
How about 90 and... Fine then. And 90. There. Now you're stuck at 90. That doesn't look like 90, but whatever. Okay. I forgot to orient the projector. 9. Okay. Flippity doodah. Sure. Okay. I guess this calls for another one. Wait, what? Ah! How does decreasing the vertical offset make it go up?
I haven't the faintest clue.
Okay. Increase vertical. Decrease. So this goes up, this goes down, this goes right. There's too many buttons. Why is there a need for so many buttons? What's up? What are you looking at?
I have an idea.
Okay. And if you're wondering, yeah, the only reason I have a rotor here at all is just so that I could, you know, interchange between small grid and large grid. At least without worrying about, like, you know, if it's...
I was just going to say, for the ease of rapid production, we could put a small rotor. With the small rotor head, you can just detach, and then add a new rotor head for the ease of printing.
I guess. Well, feel free to try that out. You know, maybe I should put that thing a little bit higher. The rotor.
Yeah, why? You can just lower it down a little bit more.
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna run into the steel slab here.
I mean, we can adjust the vertical offset on the rotor head.
Not by a couple blocks. I mean, I'll show you what I mean.
Hang on, we could have just stuck on some...
And then there. Let's put it on top of that. That's if a... Also, something just occurred to me. Yeah. That's not gonna work, actually. Using a rotor. It's because the blueprint can't build onto the rotor.
Why?
Because it's not on the same connected grid, technically.
Shame.
Yeah. The only slight inconvenience here is that we have to just remove a single block, or just rebuild a single block. Oh well. Anyway. Okay, let's recompile and see if there's any setup errors. Script is too complex. What do you mean too complex? Okay. That scared me for a moment. I thought the game was literally going to refuse to let this thing run because,
Because of the what?
Oh, because it was like taking too long to run or something.
It's like, yeah, there's too much here. Calm down, make it shorter.
But no, I recompiled it and set it up, and now it seems to be working. That is horrifying, seeing something this big do that. Oh my gosh. Right. Stuck again for some reason. What is it? This is refusing to track all the way. There we go. That was weird. Okay. Well, I know this grid does need detector components. Okay. Let's see how this thing works in action.
So I got a lot of money now.
Just got a random amount of money, huh?
It was from the pod.
Yeah.
to be exact.
Right. Okay, well, currently this script is working great. It just needs to, it's now saying that there's a bunch of missing components. Well, we can ignore some of them, like the explosives, the gravity, reactor components. Superconductor components, but in order to get there, we have to. Okay. So it just means we need to. Okay, production. Protector. That's fun. I'm watching the missing components go down in real time. That's nice. Okay. Ignore. Does this grid need medical? Sure it does. Do we have any silver? I'm gonna say that's a no, so we're gonna skip medical components then. Unless... Well, actually, let's see if we can make a few. Medical. I don't think anything on this grid. Okay, so we can make medical components, we're just missing supplies. Okay. Right, once again, this piston system is broken because somebody smacked it into the ground. Add piston in. Ta-da! Okay. How's it going? Those nicked
Trying to see
away.
what animations work.
I mean, yeah, you're doing rock, paper, scissors.
Now you're doing the British salute.
Here's the, does this work? Hey, stand up, doofus. I don't know why, but facepalm has not worked for me in a long time.
Saying also point forward or point right.
Yeah. But yeah. Currently just trying to sort through the missing components, and I realized I think we can actually construct medical components. Can we? Have we gotten any silver from any of the stuff we've drilled around here?
No, but I did get some construction components from some of the pods I've harvested.
I mean medical components, but
Oh, medical.
then where did we get
No.
the medical components to build this survival kit from? Probably
came
from...
in with
Like the
those
ones
which
we
was-
harvested from the escape pods
Yeah, probably. Alright.
with their own survival kits.
I'll just tell it to ignore the medical. info for now then. As for the radio components, should have the stuff for that. And I could ignore a reactor and solar and the rest of them because this grid doesn't have any of those.
Aw, thumbs up doesn't work. I'm sad.
Yeah, some of the animations just seem broken for some reason.
Victory still works.
Yeah.
Waving hello does not work.
I thought the,
No face bomb. Angry still works.
Interesting.
Assist come closer still works. Assist stop still works. Charge still functions. So does check the wrist.
Ignore reactor, solar, super, and thruster.
Cold still works.
Okay.
It seems like most of the default ones don't work, along with a mix and match of the ones in the DLC packs.
If I, listen to, center one. Non-center. Alright, well I guess we'll take this puppy for a spin and see what happens. Is Jacob around enough to see this?
I'm sitting right next to him. I will watch. I'm almost done writing all this freaking code. Almost.
Alright, well here we go. Welding active. Cool, it's working.
Okay, so it's just sitting there at the bottom right now.
Yeah, it'll go up in a moment. Yep, there it goes. Basically, a limitation I came across was that you can't actually tell when the welders are actually welding anything. So basically, I just have them sit around for 10 seconds until they start trying to allocate stuff again. Missing motors.
Does it like show up on the panel when you
You
need
mean those
stuff?
things we burned through in excess to make this?
Yeah. There's a panel over on the left where I'm standing, if you can see.
Making Nick walk over there. That is so freaking cool. I love watching programs work. That's
Yeah.
so sick.
Yeah, this panel shows you the ignored components, the missing components, any warnings that the system is giving off, and also the current system status.
That is sick. Sorry, I'm nerding out.
Yep. One detector component. And also, I currently have it set to ignore the components for things like the ion thrusters, since we can't make those components yet.
And they don't work in Atmo.
Yeah. Well, this thing is actually designed to go to space if need be.
I know, but we're currently stuck in Atmo, so it won't work. Well, I mean,
Speaking
you
of which,
are. I'm not.
Yeah. Where did I park the other one anyway? Missing more motors. Wow. By the way, yes, you have permission to build the massive drill of doom.
Oh, I did. Or at least I got the default version of it going.
Okay.
Currently waiting for it to make more room so I can attach the spinning bit.
Wait, what?
That's cute, John. Do you think he'll wait for your permission?
I mean, I was just making sure he actually built it. Oh, there we go. This is going so much faster than the prototype tests that I did.